You settle into your seat for a brand new movie. 3 hours later, you are somehow still there. You're not imagining it. The biggest films keep getting longer. But here's the strange part. Movies used to be even longer than they are now. For decades, the length of a hit movie kept shrinking. The 1980s had the shortest films on record. The average blockbuster ran comfortably under 2 hours. Then, sometime after 2000, the biggest films began to swell again. The 10 biggest movies averaged about 2 hours in the early 90s. Today, they're closer to 2 hours and 20 minutes. The average film didn't balloon, only the giant ones did. In 1997, Titanic ran 3 hours and 14 minutes. And it went on to become the biggest movie in the world. To see why, rewind to the golden age of the movie palace. In 1939, Gone with the Wind ran nearly 4 hours. Lawrence of Arabia, Ben-Hur, Cleopatra, all epic marathons. These weren't ordinary showings, they were events. Studios sold them as roadshows, with reserved seats and a printed program. You booked a ticket weeks ahead, like a night at a Broadway play. And crucially, the film stopped halfway for an intermission. A built-in break to stretch, refill the popcorn, and come back. The length was the whole selling point, a whole night out. Then television arrived in every living room. Suddenly, staying home was completely free. Theaters fought back with size but also with speed. The 1970s blockbuster was lean and relentless. The era's biggest hits got you in, thrilled, and out in about 2 hours. More showings per day meant more tickets sold. The intermission quietly disappeared. For a while, shorter simply made more money. So what flipped the trend back the other way? First, the rise of the auteur blockbuster. Star directors now earn final cut, total control over the runtime. When the filmmaker is the brand, nobody dares trim their runtime. Second, the franchise. A single film now has to build an entire universe. More characters, more setup, more threads to tie off. Third and biggest, streaming completely changed the math. When any movie is a click away on your couch, the theater has to offer something your living room can't. A 3-hour epic on a giant screen feels like a genuine event. Something worth leaving the house and paying a premium for. Length became a feature to sell, not a cost to cut. And we were already trained for it. We binge entire seasons of television in a single night. So 3 hours in a single seat no longer feels extreme. Extended and director's cuts pushed the ceiling even higher. There's also a hard business tension underneath all of this. A longer film means fewer showings each day. A 3-hour epic might screen 3 times where a short one screens 5. So theaters bet the premium ticket and the popcorn will close the gap. Premium formats like IMAX, Dolby, and 4D charge more for the very same seat. The big event is where the money now lives. But there's a stranger limit hiding inside all of this. The biggest screen format, IMAX, still runs on physical film. A reel of IMAX film sits on one giant spinning platter. That platter physically holds only about 3 hours of movie. When Oppenheimer ran exactly 180 minutes, it was sitting right at that physical ceiling. That same director's next epic had to stay under 3 hours as well. So in 2026, IMAX is building brand new projectors. Machines designed to finally break the 3-hour wall. The maximum length of a movie is about to move again. Still, not everyone is sold on the 3-hour night. Attention spans keep shrinking, and the seats never got any bigger. Some filmmakers now quietly float, bringing the intermission back. Audiences are split. Is it an event or an endurance test? So movies didn't just get longer because the stories got bigger. They got longer because length is what fills a theater. The runtime isn't really about the story. It's about what makes you leave your house at all. So the next time a film dares you to sit for 3 hours, remember, the length is the event.